Selena. It's a bad baby. Oak Cliff girl. Can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl. Put them heels on and prove. Welcome to Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows. It's all good, we can do whatever we wanna do now. I'm in my bag right now, and I got a feeling, babe, yeah. You gon' be my number one lover. Spend the night making love to each other, with the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana nana boo boo.
Hey y'all. I don't know if you can hear me. I stopped. I'm at the gym in the parking lot. So hopefully you can hear me without any static or anything in the background. So if my side is clear, please put a 1 in the chat if it is clear, okay? Because I don't want to be talking and it sounds like I'm in the Matrix. So thank you for coming through. I want to speak to Lester, Young Riaz, Naomi, CC, CX. Okay, who else is here? Starseed. Thank you for coming through. I really appreciate everybody. Hey, Cynical One, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you guys for coming through and showing some support. If you can, please press the like button. I would truly appreciate that. And those who will come afterwards, press the like button. I appreciate it. Well, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm trying to keep it sweet and short, but I definitely want to be truthful as well as basically just tell it like a TI is. I'm not trying to step on anybody's feet. I'm not trying to offend anybody. But I definitely see a lot of I want to say the other word. I see a lot of foolishness going on, and I just want to speak on it on some things. I'm not, and this is for anybody that is on any type of social media platform, whether you're on YouTube, whether you are on Twitter or TikTok, Instagram, wherever you at. I see a lot of foolishness on these apps. I see grown people spewing out their personal business, whether it's in their family, whether it's in things that's going on in their bedroom, whether it's about who they slept with, who did this, who did that to them. Listen, some people, guys, y'all need, I'm talking to the people that seem like they don't know no better. YouTube and social media is not a platform for you to spew your business. It's not a platform where you should be putting things out there that you'll regret. Do people realize that even though you can delete a video on your channel, somebody is screen recorded, somebody has either screen recorded or basically they got it. You know what I'm saying? You can't get away from it. It's going to come back. Somebody got your information, what you put out there. So whatever you put out there, make sure it's something that you will not regret. I see a lot of different things on here, especially when it comes to people like in relationships, whether it's friendships, whether it's romantically, whether it is, you get to know somebody behind the scenes. I've said this more than once, and people do not believe me. People do not, people see all this stuff going on and they still continue to do it. Keep your business to yourself. Nobody wants to know. And those who want to know, that's because they want to know other people's business so they can laugh at you. That's basically all it is. People want your business. They want to know your business so they can laugh at you and bring it up in the future when you done pissed them off. So be careful what you put out there, and especially when it comes to who you're dealing with romantically, or what's going on in your family. Don't be this putting out family secrets out there. That's very immature. That's very, like, that to me. Those things should be discreet. Whatever goes on in your household, whatever has happened in your past, unless it is to help someone, unless it is to let people know that, I've been through this, but I came out of something, keep your business to yourself, especially those that you may one day have a relationship with again. People fall out all the time. Girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, family members, people fall out all the time. So whatever you put out there, sometimes you can put something out there and you can never reconcile with that person because you put too much out there. Hey, Ricky. So as an adult, when you come on this platform, don't get so emotional and get so into your feelings where you start putting out your dirty laundry. Don't get so in your feelings that you forget that other people are involved. It's not just you. See, when I come on here, I'm very careful about, especially when it comes to my private business, especially when it involves, hey Al Bishop, especially when it involves other people. I'm very careful about what I say because I understand that I can't take anything back. I understand that if I say something, it could hurt another person that I care about. Hey, Missy. So be careful about your business, how you put your business out there, how you put other people's business. You might be mad at them today, but next couple of weeks, y'all might be cool. So watch what you say. People don't realize that your mouth and the things that you spew out of it has some power to it. You can tear somebody down. You could either tear somebody down or you can build somebody up. But most of the time, what I see on here, I see other people tearing people down that they so-called loved or cared about. Look, if you don't fool with people, that's another thing. If you don't fool with people, don't fool with people. But why you gotta put that out there? Why you gotta let people know what they did, how they did this, what y'all talked about behind the scenes? That just shows the caliber and character of person that you are. Some things are meant to be discreet. Everything is not meant for you to talk about on a public forum, a platform. Like, I don't understand what is going on in the world today where people do not honor their word. They don't honor the things that they say. I mean, watching the things that they say that come, out of their mouth. They just spew things out there. Hey, Genesis. Right. And Missy, and egos plays a big part in it. And guess what? Some people have bigger egos than others. And when you have a big ego, nobody can reason. You won't even listen to wisdom. You won't even listen to somebody that's actually telling you, hey, chill out. Don't be so emotional. I know women, we are emotional, most of us, but some of us like men out here in these days and times. But I've never seen so many emotional people, emotional men that forget that, hey, I can't take none of this back. Hey, Black Ubiquity. Hey, Blaze. And this is a shame that people don't even realize or don't even care that what they do is going to matter. If you may not care right now because you mad at a person, but what about a year later? What about a year later if you bump into them? What about a year later if you find out they passed? They went, things like that. See, this is what I'm saying. Your emotions, you can definitely, sometimes you can't control your emotions, but you definitely should know how in some ways to manage them. Like, you're going to be sad, you're going to be angry, especially when things happen, right? But there's a way that you have to learn to control that anger. And a lot of the times people like, I don't care, I'm gonna just say how I feel. But you don't know what's in the future for you or that person. You could be out of here, or the other person could be out of there. And the worst and the last thing that you said to that person, the last thing that you did to that person, you're going to have to live with that. And you can't be sitting up here saying, I'm sorry, and crying over people's casket. I've seen so many people that have had loved ones that they've said things to, that they said some things that they could never take back. And then when they in that casket, all they doing is crying over the casket. What's up, tough love? They can't take none of what they said or did to that person back. It's done. If you have the chance to reconcile with a person and it's actually a relationship that's worth it, watch what you say and watch what you do. And social media is not the platform for you to be spewing out your stuff. And I don't care what nobody say. Social media is for something it's for entertainment. But airing out people's dirty laundry is not it. That's not entertainment. That's just foul. I don't like the stuff that I'm seeing on here. It really bothers me that people do not really take relationships with people seriously. Like, do people realize that? I guess it's just the attitude that I don't give a damn that I see on here. I don't give a damn. I'm miserable, so I want everybody else to be miserable around me. I don't give a damn. I'm hurting, so I want to hurt you worse than you hurt me. But just remember, you will never, never be able to take those words out of the sky and put them back in your mouth. Once it is said, once the deed is done, it is done. People hear it all the time. Watch what you say. Treat people like you want to be treated. And why does that seem to go over our heads? Why does it seem to go on over our heads when we on YouTube, or when we're on Instagram, or when we're on TikTok? I would not ever get on this platform and talk about my family secrets. I'm not doing it. Why? Because I have respect for myself, and I have respect for those that I love and care for. There's just some things that if I have issues with people, we're going to either talk about it behind the scenes, or I'm done with you. And that's it. And that's all. Period. There's no need for me to get on here and be talking about my sister and what she did last week. There's no need for me to get on here and talk about the guy I'm dating, what he did. Like, that stuff to me that's for your business only, and it's called TMI. Too much information. What we have to get beyond is knowing what entertainment is. Entertainment is not watching people basically, I would say, kill each other with their words, kill each other with what they do. Like, that's not entertainment. That's really sad. We got to get beyond looking at this stuff as entertainment and like, ooh, yeah, let me be on this person's side. Let me be on that person's side. Because guess what? Just when you think that you taking somebody's side, they done sit up there and made up again. So be careful about getting also in other people's business when it comes to stuff like that. When I had situations where people that I cared about, was going at each other, I backed up, because I was like, look, I want to be a neutral party. I hear what you saying. I hear what this other person's saying. I'm just going to pray for you. I'm praying for both of y'all. I'm out of that. I stay out of that. But one thing I don't want to do is participate in the drama. That's sad. That's not entertainment. It's a difference between entertainment and really trying to destroy other people because you're hurting or that person hurt you. Now, I'm not talking about some scallywag that you done got into it with online, or some Negro that you got into it online and y'all go. I ain't talking about nothing like that. I'm talking about people that actually meant something to you at one point. If you can reconcile with a person, do so. If you can't, move on gracefully and peacefully and without having to say anything about it. That's how I see the matter. And a lot of people may not agree with me. A lot of people may be like, no, you should confront this. You can, yes, confront it behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide from it too, because listen, I understand it's some relationships we don't want to always. Some things are so deep. They cut us so deep. We don't want to talk about it right then and there, right? So maybe it may take us a couple of days, maybe a week or two, for some of us. But eventually we have to have a conversation. Why? Because at one point we love this person. At one point we care for this person. At one point we looked up to this person or we honored that person. So if you did all that, if you felt all that about that person, why not give them the grace? Why not give them the opportunity to have a conversation with them? I'm not talking about somebody you just met on you. I'm talking about people that you love, that you've built a rapport with, that you have a relationship with in some way. Keep your stuff private. And if you do have situations, like I said, and the person is willing to or wanting to reconcile and have a conversation, if it is worth it to you, and hopefully if it's a family member or if it's a close friend or whatever, you would want to maybe settle it. But before you even think about doing all of that, some things you should think before you speak. We all have made the mistake to say and do certain things before we even thought about it. We just say and do. And that's not the way you should live your life. I don't care. I'm gonna say how the F I feel. Okay. See how long people are gonna be around you. See how long you're gonna have relationships. Tell me how that's gonna work for you when you sitting at home or by yourself, or when you laying in the hospital bed and nobody around you. Tell me how that's gonna work for you. You can't push everybody away. And a lot of times people don't realize they have pushed people away because of the words that they spoke out of their mouth, because of the actions that they took. You could have worked out that relationship. You could have reconciled their relationship, but you have to be mature and you have to want it. Again, I'm not talking about somebody you met a couple of months ago and and y'all really not friends. Y'all really not like that. Like, I'm talking about people that you actually know. People that have actually came into your life and made a change in your life, and you made a change in theirs. I'm talking about a real connection with people. Don't be so frivolous with your tongue. Don't be so emotional and impulsive that you forget the things that you say to those people you love. I used to be very impulsive and said everything I felt out of my mouth. And I really hurt a lot of relationships in the past with my family members. And as I went back and looked at some things, I said, I can't blame nobody but them, but me. I couldn't blame them. I had to look at myself. And when I found out that some of the stuff that I was spewing, it was really poison. It was really something that was hurtful. You don't realize the things you say and the things you do, they can be very hurtful to people. But when you have the mentality that you don't care, you're going to find out. at the end, you're going to wish you would have cared, because them same people might not be around. Them same people that you dogged out, them same people that you talked down to, they might not be there to help you. Just remember, I always say this, I always bring this stuff up. When it was somebody in my life that passed recently, in last January, and there was so many family members around this person because of how the person treated other people. This person was good to people. They had their own personality. They wasn't perfect, but they treated people well while they were here. So when this person was on their dying bed, he had so many people around him to show him love. Some people will not be able to experience that because they were so mean and nasty to the people that they should have loved, to the people that they should have said, not have went that far with them. It's some people that will say some things to you. You can never recover your relationship. Never. Because they were so impulsive with their tongue. They were so vindictive. So you need to watch what you say, because at the end, it's going to really show up. You're going to really see all of the broken relationships, and you can't blame anybody else but yourself. It was you. Speaking impulsively, just speaking anything out of your mouth because you felt like it, because you're hurt, because you feel away. My point to you, watch what you say on the internet. Watch what you say, period. You can never, ever take it back. Not ever. Your words, when they go up in the air, it's not like you can pull them back down and put them back in your mouth. It don't work that way. You said it, you've done the deed, and you're going to have to live with it. Whatever you do in this coming year, I would say in 2025 and beyond, as long as God give you the breath to live, watch what you say and watch how you treat people, how you deal with people. None of us are perfect, but some of us need to grow up. Some of us need to grow up, and everything that we feel like we should do and say ain't it. And I'm speaking incorrect English. It ain't it. Everything we say, everything we do, it ain't it. It ain't right. And we got to stop making excuses for stuff and really just call a spade a spade. That's why I told you back in the day, I was very impulsive with my mouth. And when y'all see me come on here being a little bit more patient, I've came a long way. Because I realize words you can never take back. So if y'all haven't learned anything from today, whoever listens to this live, just remember that keep your private private. Everything doesn't need to be talked about online. Everything doesn't need to be discussed. I don't need to know what's going on in your bedroom. I don't need to know why you broke up with this person. I don't need to know what happened in your family. I don't need to know none of that. It's none of my business, and it shouldn't be on anybody's platform. Not even, look, if people could really tell you, most people are not going to tell you the truth because most people don't want the truth. They want people to make them feel better about what they're doing. They don't want the truth. So you can't always tell people the truth because a lot of people won't receive it. See, you got a lot of liars around here say, oh, I want the truth. No, you don't. Because if I tell you the truth, you're going to be upset with me and not want to talk to me anymore. Or you're going to try to call me out and do a live on me and have my name and my picture in the live. You don't want the truth. You want people to lie to you and make you feel better about what you're doing. That's what most people want. They don't want the truth. So anybody that says that, just make sure you say, I'm letting you know. You said this is what you want. So I'm going to give it to you. So don't get mad when it ain't what you want to hear. Keep your business to yourself. Don't nobody need to know. Even if you fell out with one of your friends that you was cool with on here, don't nobody need to know that. Either you gonna deal with that person or you not. Either you gonna reconcile with that person or you not. Keep it moving. But see, I understand a lot of the times people like the clicks and views. People like the excitement, and then they call it entertainment. That's what we call bullshit. That's not entertainment. Keep your business to yourself. Nobody needs to know about nothing you talk of what you've been through as far as like in your family, unless you are being encouraging to someone to let them know they can come out of whatever they're coming through. Other than that, people don't need to know that. And people need to stop lying and to placate to somebody's feelings to make them feel better about what they're doing. What you're doing when you do things like that, you're wrong. And I get very upset and offended because I just think about my family. I think about the people that I really love and care for. And I'm thinking like, how can I, or even if it's somebody that I'm with dating, at the time, like, how can I just be out there? But people, they don't mind coming out there and saying whatever. And I'm like, do y'all got any friends or any real people around you to let you know this ain't cool? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What is wrong with people? What's going on in society where they think this is good? I don't know. I am at a loss for words. I could never see myself doing that to people that I'm close with. I may get mad with folks. I may not want to talk to them for a couple of days, but I can't see myself getting on anybody's platform, especially my own, and just saying things, even if y'all did know them or didn't know them. That's nobody's business. People need to just really be responsible for what they say. Quit all that, what they said. You be responsible for you. You do what you supposed to do. See, integrity is doing the right thing even when nobody's looking. Integrity is doing the right thing even when you want to do the wrong thing. And I get so tired of people talking about integrity, but they don't understand it because their actions don't display what they're talking about. Don't tell me about no integrity. Don't tell me about nothing if you're not displaying that behavior. I don't need a motivational speaker. I need somebody that's actually living what they say. That's why you can't listen to a lot of preachers, because most of the time they ain't even trying to live what they preaching about. You got to do it for yourself. Make sure that you are doing what you say you're going to do. Thank you, Blaze. And hey to everybody that came in. I'm just going with the flow, so I haven't been stopping. So I don't understand nothing that's going on with when it comes to people just saying stuff reckless and being reckless with their mouth. Like, that's not okay. That's not okay at all. I just can't deal with it, and I don't understand it. And I wish people would just tell people the truth and quit lying to folks. Nothing like this is right. It's not right at all. And I see so much of it going on this app. Be responsible for your mouth. Don't always blame other people. Look at yourself first. That's what I had to do when I seen everybody around me kind of backing up back in the day. I had to look at myself and say, why? Because my mouth was reckless. I was impulsive because I wanted to say what I wanted to say, and I didn't care who I hurt because it made me feel better. It's called ego. Okay? It's called lack of self-control. So when you get your ego in check, When you learn to control, have some self-control, then you can start to tell other people. But until you get yourself right, don't teach to nobody. And that's why I'm just telling you, I really kind of just stepped back, and I had to get myself in order because I seen what I was doing to the people that I said I loved and cared about. Some people on this app, you talk too damn much. Learn to keep it cute. Don't say everything you feel. Don't say everything that's going on in your life. Nobody needs to know all of that. And if you are telling it, don't get mad when people bring that stuff up, especially your enemies, because you put it out there. You can't get mad at nobody for putting your business out there when you put it out there. So when people cry all day about why they talking about me, you put it out there. What do you expect people to do? That's why you need to keep your mouth shut. Learn to have some discretion. Learn to have some self-control. Go to a therapist, a real therapist. Go to somebody you can talk to. Like, there's ways that you can actually get rid of your negative energy, or tell people how you go to that person privately. You don't have to display everything you're feeling and going through with other people on this app. That's not what the app was for. The app was for entertainment. It's called YouTube. It's not called tell my business and my family business and what's going on in my bedroom business. It wasn't nothing like that. It's about exploring, different people with cultures and all this kind of stuff. How people do different things on here, fixing cars. That's what we, knowledge and entertainment. That's what it's for. It's not for bashing people that you so-called love. That's not what it's for. It's not for bashing people that you so-called cared about. Because eventually, like, I don't care what nobody say, everybody dies. Right? So don't, and this is when it happens to family members all the time. They say so much stuff. And then when something happened, they want to get, like I said before, they want to get over the casket crying and, oh, boo boo. No, don't boo hoo now. Because you had your chance to do the right thing. But you let your ego, you let your pride, you let your mouth get you in a position where you couldn't even go to that person and apologize and reconcile with that person. You did that. People need to just stop blaming other people and look at yourself. See, I told you I couldn't blame nobody but me. So when I got my stuff together, I was able to have relationships with people that before I couldn't. Why? Because I lacked self-control. I had a big ego. So people just need to grow up and call it for what it is. Stop lying to people. A lot of things on here go too far for too long. Too far for too long. And there's just a time and a place for everything. People need to learn discretion, and people need to learn to shut the hell up. Some things you need to keep it on hush. That's it, and that's all. Thank you guys for coming through. Hello to everybody that came through. I don't know if I probably missed a lot of you guys, but I appreciate everybody that came through and showed some love. Please press the like button if you haven't subscribed. I hope that you will. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys, if y'all don't get nothing else that I said, watch what you say, watch what you do. Especially to those people you love, because you can't ever take that stuff back, ever. It's done. And if you have the chance to reconcile with a person, if what you said or what that other person said it went so deep, do that. But it's some situations that happen, things that have been said that you'll never come back from. Never. So, love y'all to Reese's Pieces. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Selena.
It's a bad baby. Oak Cliff girl. Can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl. Put them heels on and prove.
Welcome to Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
It's all good. We can do whatever we want to do now. I'm in my bag right now, and I got a feeling, babe. Yeah, you're gonna be my number one lover. Spend the night making love to each other, with the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana boo boo.